Hey MTV, my name is Bajamonti and I am 20 years old and I am Croatian and I am undocumented. And this is the reason that the Look Different campaign personally resonates with me. I've been a dreamer since I was about 11 years old when I found out that I can't visit my grandparents anymore in Croatia where I was born. I came here when I was 5 years old and I haven't really been back since for the past 9 years. As you could imagine, this takes a really huge emotional toll on me when it comes to celebrating things like holidays where my family's not present, and when it comes to the fact that I have to Skype with my family instead of actually see them. And the only family member that I have in America is actually my mother. And my father ended up leaving when I just started high school. I knew that I was undocumented, but I didn't really feel like I hit my glass ceiling up until the part when the financial aspect came in. And I applied to about 25 schools and I found out that I'm not eligible for financial aid and there are limited scholarships for me to go. So I ended up paying out of pocket for most of my classes up until my last year, which I'm in now, when I won an undocumented scholarship called the Dream.us. Last year, 2014, I had the epiphany and I decided to come out as undocumented to the one and only Hillary Clinton. And the event that she was actually hosting was called Glass Ceilings. I decided to make my life into a positive situation and I set the goal for myself. Since there's 8 semesters of college, I decided consciously that that meant that I would do 8 internships. I walk a very blurred line when it comes to my identity where I fully, as an intersectional feminist, I fully understand the white privilege that I have, but I struggle with my identity because I don't have citizen privilege. So that leaves me a little bit stranded. I feel that it's still taboo to say that I'm undocumented. One topic that I definitely want to mention in this documentary would be to teach people more about citizen privilege and what that means, and the fact that the Statue of Liberty, she represents pretty much embracing immigrants and welcoming them into America. America has gotten more and more xenophobic towards immigrants. So I definitely want to raise consciousness when it comes to pretty much embracing the fact that immigrants built this whole nation. They built all the railroads, they built all the skyscrapers, and most of the time they were exploited for their work. Another important topic is intersectionality. What it means to the undocumented community to be of a different race, to be of a different sexuality, and the fact that there are more glass ceilings for some people within the community to break than other people. A third topic that I want to talk about is the use of the I word, the use of the word illegal and how dehumanizing it is, especially with the historical context of America. A human being cannot be illegal. If they do an illegal action, then that's an action. The 4 pillars of my outline that I definitely want to focus on will be family, education, work, and mental health. Education. Only 5% of the dreamers that graduate high school end up going to college. The fact that they're not eligible for financial aid, that they're not eligible for scholarships, the fact that they have to pay out of pocket, sometimes even out of state fees. When it comes to work, although I'm extremely grateful for DACA, it's still temporary relief, which means that tomorrow, God forbid, I could lose my work permit. And since DAPA wasn't passed in Congress, this means that most parents probably don't have work permits either. So most students cannot actually go to school because they have to support their families. When it comes to family, this is one of the most touchy subjects for dreamers. Most dreamers can't see their family members 5 to 10 years. They live in constant fear of deportation, and they also can't study abroad. Most dreamers struggle with mental health, which could lead to anxiety disorder, it could lead to PTSD, and a lot of psychological trauma. And most often, because they're living in the shadows, due to fear of deportation, they cannot express their feelings.